Sequencing emotion in a delicate formation. Numerology's wisdom is a language of vibration. Welcome to the Numerology Hour. Host Kelly Brickle is a numerologist, psychic medium, and teacher. Her passions are learning about the soul and energy. Whether it's working with spirit, emotion, or vibrational numbers, precision and heart always enters the equation. Now, here is your host of the Numerology Hour, Kelly Brickle.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Numerology Hour. And this is a place where we talk about numbers, vibration. We do numerology readings. Hello, Linda. Hello, Nancy. Hi, everybody coming on in. It's great to see you. Hello. It is Wednesday already. I hope everyone's well, and if you want to pop where you are around the world, that's always nice. We are in the lovely month of 7 in numerology. Everybody has cycles in numerology, like world cycles that we all share throughout the world, and individual cycles as well. And so when 7 hits, and it changes every year what cycles are what. Every year changes, every month changes, and it repeats itself, but we go through different cycles to nourish ourselves, to learn about ourselves, to have certain lessons. And then Nancy's from Florida. Excellent. Hello, Nancy. So we're in a cycle of 7 collectively, and that means it's really a time for some introspection and going within and like transforming where we want to be and who we want to be spiritually as individuals. So it is really about like enjoying and finding that joy again if we don't have it. So the summer months are great for finding joy because you can relax a little bit. The weather's a little bit nicer. There is encouragement for that, but yeah, it has to ignite the deepest, truest parts of ourselves. So that's happening collectively, reevaluating things for the better. And of course, everyone's going through something in their individual chart as well. Hello, Nijin. Is it Nijin? I love that name. And Jennifer's from Liverpool. That's awesome. So it's from Sweden and Canada. Oh, thank you so much. I've been to Canada. I have not been to Liverpool or Sweden. I've been to Florida. Vegan. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. All right. So we're going to go into readings in just a couple of minutes. But if you have any questions about numbers, like with actually learning about numbers or your own experience with how you've seen things, please pop down so we can kind of like share with the discussion community. And you said, I've got a lot of, Nigel says, I've got a lot of numbers I like in my heart. Yeah, we all gravitate to certain numbers. And you'll hear me talking about that for sure. So I run the Numerology Hour on Sacred Spiral Network, and also I'm broadcasting additionally on Things and Find Me a Medium right now. So some of you are new to this show, and some of you have seen the show before. But I talk about like numbers that follow me are 8s and 9s and 2s and 4s a lot. It's mostly the 8s and 9s and 4s. And I learned to like really love that like reliability and almost comfort. And it's almost my sign to know that things are flowing and open. So we do have our favorite numbers, or we have the numbers that come up all the time that maybe you haven't even thought about, or maybe you do check. So I say check your receipts, check your addresses, check your order numbers. You'd be surprised where you will find repeating numbers. And I always look at the full sum total of what the number is. I do look at the individual numbers within it too as well. Um, let's see. This is new for me. Yeah, it's numerology. The reason we talk a little bit about it because people are like, "What is numerology?" And sometimes people have a lot of questions, and other times people are just like, "Just do readings," and I'm like, "Cool." So we'll go into a little something for everybody. We always do. Maxine is, do certain numbers mean certain things? Absolutely, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So that's what makes numerology numerology. It's every number has a symbol for energy, and that's how you read people, places, and things. And there's different number systems to access that. So one type of numerology might do it a little differently than another, but there's similarities, okay? So there's different types of numerologists, just like there's different types of psychics, and everyone uses their modality a little bit differently, but there are certain systems. Definitely there's Kabbalic numerology, there's Chinese numerology, there's a Vedic numerology that goes with astrology a lot. There's Pythagorean numerology, that's the one that I do. So there's different types of numerology. And yes, the reason I'm able to do this all is because numbers all mean something. It's kind of like a deck of cards, right? Or crystals. You understand the properties of crystals, you understand what each card means, and now you're able to use that to read people. Absolutely. So it gets very technical. Um, your lucky number. You have a lot of lucky numbers. You have a lot of lucky numbers. And Jennifer's putting all maybe are those the ones you've seen a lot? So Jennifer has a lot of repeating numbers, and when you have repeating numbers that you see or experience, it's built up frequency and repeated vibration. That means that those messages are really tailor made for you at those times because you can have any type of sequencing, but if you have repeated numbers, that's built up, that's amplified energy. So energy for learning, release. It's fascinating. Michelle, hello, Beth. Good afternoon. And Megan, why don't I see numbers? Can I get a number? You will see numbers. Hello, Jesse. Hello. What's up? I love the nails. You will see numbers when you intend to see numbers, as well as it's something that could just happen to you as well. Okay. So I encourage you to learn about numerology if you want, or just say, like, hey, can I get some numbers sent my way and see what numbers show up the most? And then that might come with a feeling. And if not, then yeah, study like a certain principle. Like, hey, what does 6 mean? What does 5 mean? Veronica says, I see 11 a lot. That's a 2 vibration with 1 energy. So that is a master vibration 11. It invites you to be a master with your sensitivities and heal what has happened to you and transmute it so you can give back to people and improve their lives. So it's 11 is the master teacher number. It's asking you to take all those feelings and everything that's happened to you and then say, I'm going to rise to the occasion and give back. I'm going to rise to the occasion, better myself, heal myself, and give back. So you heal who you are, and then you show people better by example or directly because you are leading them, guiding them. Okay. So it invites you to heal. It always invites you to heal. It invites you to embrace your sensitivities. If you see 11 a lot, and invites you to really change, Like there's a new vibration coming, open up, get ready. You said you give back a lot. Yeah, that is something that if that's being activated, that you are using your energy for the better. Absolutely. Absolutely. For sure. All right. I'm gonna take, I think let's see, Trace is a question, and then I'm gonna go into some readings. Oh, and Jennifer is saying too. So I'll go to Tracy after this. Jennifer saying 11s and 22s have followed me all my life. 11, 22, and others appear at different times where there's a message. 8, 11, 22 is crazy as it's the day my partner passed. Oh, yes. So with numbers that follow us within our lives, they are connected to births, sometimes our own birthday, and sometimes very influential dates. So a passing could be connected to that too. And I find that sometimes people like pass with numbers that are connected to their chart or that represent certain frequencies. So um, there again, there's these patterns that absolutely come up. That's what numerology is. It's the study of numbers. And then what is the study of numbers? Looking at patterns to verify that the algorithm is correct. That's what it is. That's what it is. And then we have all these meaningful experiences that define the algorithm of why we're able to even make sense of these vibrations. Absolutely. So I'm sorry to hear that with the passing of the date, but there are threads that really do connect us energetically, for real. So Tracy, how does numerology affect according to your birth date? Okay, excellent. And then we'll go into readings after this question. So numerology is like astrology. You are born on a certain day, and there's certain frequencies that then you embody, certain qualities that you're born into the world with. And so with astrology, it's like where you're born and where the stars and the planets were in the sky, and that's your intensity of energies. With the numbers, you actually are born with, again, a certain set of qualities, but with numerology too, with your name, you can actually change some of those qualities too. So some of your energy is stagnant and some of your energy is mutable. And it gets very fascinating. But with your birth date, so there's many different numbers to look at, but some of the main ones are your life path number, your attitude number, your personal day number. Those are some of the main birthday numbers. And so your life path number, that's your full birth date when you're born, that shows you your career a lot, how you're going to grow, where you're going to put your attention and interest throughout your life. So it's your life path. You can't fall off your path. You're always going to be slingshotted back. You're always going to be called back because that is your path. You can't get lost on your path. It's yours. Okay. So there's certain themes. So like the number 1 means something, for instance. So if you're life path 1 is all about invention, innovation, being unique. It's about going your own way. Invention is a very big thing. Nurturing the mind, standing away from the pack. So if someone is a life path 1, throughout their life, they will have instances where they have to cultivate being alone or being a leader. They have to be number 1, whether it's solo or whether they rise and lead the rest of the group and say, we're going to do it like this. And they're going to always be a little bit rebellious. They're going to have this itch to go, I'm supposed to do something different. And you're going to see that sprinkled throughout their career and their choices and in their lifestyle and even in relationship. Absolutely. Because that is the vibrational path I need to walk, being the leader or being the rebel or both. Okay. So I'll say one more thing too with that. So we look at vibrations 1 through 9, and then we look at repeating numbers 2, master numbers 2. But if you're a life path 2, you're looking at the theme of being the mediator, being the peacemaker. So there's going to be things with healing and restoration and resolution. And so if you are a life path 2, you might be a therapist, you might be a healer, you might be a lawyer. Why would you be a lawyer? Mediation. You have to bring balance. You have to bring justice. You have to make sure that there's resolution. Okay. If you're a good lawyer, you're actually going to care about those things. It's not going to be about the money. You're going to care about making sure that there was proper balance and there was proper mediation and resolution. 2 is all about, I feel you. How can I service and help and love and nurture? Or how can I just help bring harmony to the situation? So it doesn't have to be super high vibrational love and like fairies. For some people, it absolutely is. Like they're just twos beam so much love because they're so compassionate. It's about one and the other, right? Life path one, you break away from the pack, you're a rebel. Life path two, oh, completely different. Your whole world is defined by other people. Your whole world is defined by how you sense and feel and experience other people, even places and things. It's the energy of being sensitive and psychic. It's always you and another. Okay. So, whatever you do within your life as a life path two, you will find yourself being aware of others and actually helping and improving your life and other people's lives because you're aware of the imbalances always. And you're like, oh, we can do that. And I feel like I can help you here. Okay. And you will more likely be attracted to certain careers that help you do that and manifest that and make peace with that for yourself as well. Okay. And so I could say that for every vibration. If you're a life path three, if you're life path four, it's going to mean that you have tendencies to do certain things and you want certain careers. Absolutely. Um, with your birthday as well, you have your attitude number, and that's like your rising sign. And again, every vibration is going to mean your personality runs a certain way, the way you think, the way you act, the way that you communicate. That's all about your attitude number, and that's based on your birthday. Also, your personal day number. It's your birthday, and it's how people perceive you. It's the day that you're born on, and it's how people receive you for a flash second, okay? So there's so much information within the birth date. There's so much information within your name. There's so much information in even more numbers that you have. And yeah, numerology is very extensive with what it can help do, find, predict, and even evaluate within a person with relationships, business, personal stuff. It's awesome. All right. So this is me advocating for numerology for all the people who are new to this show. Tracy mentioned before, like, she asked about the 11s. Oh, no, there was another person. Veronica asked about the 11s. Now that I'm remembering. But Tracy says, born on the 11th makes sense. So, if you're born on the 11th, you will have a tendency to either overachieve or feel like you can always be doing something more. Okay. Certain birthdays, like there's the collective date, and then there's also the day you're born on, like the 11th or the 12th or the 13th. So the actual day. Certain vibrations will, again, make you have tendencies to do certain things. And the 11, like 11s and the 22s, they feel like they're never satisfied. They always can be doing things to improve, and it's not enough. Which is actually a really great thing in some ways, and you have to make peace with that in other ways. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. And then Jennifer, I appreciate it how you're telling your story. He was born on the 18th, and so 8 and passed on the 8th of November. Yes, there are crossovers with that. Absolutely. You're starting to see some of the patterns and how things come up. Mm-hmm. It's yes. Nicola. Okay, so let's go into readings, everybody. Hello, Debbie. It's great to see you. Absolutely, Jennifer. And then Negan, you're talking about when do you see how major and influential dates there are? I really appreciate everyone who is sharing like really important dates within their life, how they're noticing that there's commonalities. This is absolutely a thing. Yes, yes. I'm so sorry for your passing, and thank you for just being a part of the numerological discussion with understanding that pattern. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So, hello Arlene. Hello Joanne, Maxine, Tammy. All right. So, I'm going to pick somebody. Please put down your birthday, and then please make sure that you write out your month. That helps me to be accurate because some countries put their dates backwards. Okay, like some people do their month and then their day, and then others do their day and then their month. And again, we're not saying one country is backwards versus another, but they're flipped. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So please write it out, and that will make it easier for me to understand them and your energy properly. And then we'll go from here. So let's see here. Mm, kind of check if there's anyone who popped down early. All right, so I'm gonna go to Nigel. Oh my gosh, Nigel! Wow, that's funny. I was just Nigel. Let me know if you're here. Nigel, you have the same birthday as me. You really do. You have the same birthday as me. Isn't that interesting? That's fantastic. So we're gonna have some similarities. It's true. The more numbers you have the same as somebody, and you don't have to have the same birth date to have the same numbers as people, because the numbers, you add the numbers up, you break them down. Okay, so you can by chance have similar numbers with a different birth date as another person. So I'm just prefacing that. Um, but the more numbers you have in common, the more you have personality, and life events that are really close to each other. So it gets really fascinating. Okay, Nigel. All right. So you are an attitude 3. You are a personal day 4, and you are a life path 2. All right. So being an attitude 3, you actually have this capacity to be very creative and talk very effortlessly when you are comfortable. Okay. So it all goes back to being comfortable, because you're a very emotional person. Okay. So when you find somebody who makes you comfortable, naturally, you can talk to them for hours and hours and hours. And um, that's something that's very natural to you. Okay. So not everyone wants to talk for hours and can talk for hours, but you have all these lovely things to say and insights, and you can help people actually really open up through that. And so I just want to acknowledge that's a very natural part of you. So um, if you find yourself within with a person that you don't know or who is new, and you find yourself just like being super open, those are some of your people. Whether it's for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, that's your sign that you feel comfortable with a person. And they're going to help to open up energy within you back. Okay. So I would say look for that detail, because you have that within you, but you won't always use it for everybody. But if you find that naturally coming out with people, like you're just so open, or you just, the conversation just keeps going and going and going, and it's just natural. Like, it's not just because, oh, I had a great conversation. No, you feel safe and comfortable around that person. You'd only do that for those reasons. Okay. So that's something I feel like is important to validate that comes up. And so you're 4, personal day 2 as well, because you're born on the 13th. And so people look at you and size you up, and you have a seriousness to you. And because of that, they will sometimes trust you with things and just be like, sure, you seem like you can handle this. You seem like you can handle this. And if you put your mind to something, people take you again more seriously, because you have this groundedness. Not necessarily you feel like that, but for first impressions, people actually like sense that you are capable. Okay. Um, I want to go into how sensitive you are too. So you're a life path too. And so this means that you are always going to be feeling people's emotions and even thoughts. And I feel like I want to say the word thoughts, because you're still learning about so much about emotion and energy. And I feel like you've experienced a lot, but I think sometimes you can also get people's thoughts. Like there's a telepathic quality. And you're like, how did I know that? How did I hear that? And maybe you are like very content with it, but this has happened. Thank you for understanding. And so you actually get the thought experiences, and it's because of you are in their energy. The only way you were able to do that is if naturally you are a part of their energy. Okay, so this is acknowledging how naturally like psychic you are and sensitive and empathic you are, and to understand that it's information that you can use to help yourself and help others. All it is just additional information coming at you, and you're blessed to receive it. So start to get more flexible and more fine tuned with your sensitivities, because you could do a lot with them. So this is a lot of validation that I just like kind of want to like talk about within your energy. And I feel like if you can understand, you're always learning. You're always learning. And I feel like it's one of two things that keep flashing something to me. They keep flashing something to me. So you can understand which one what it is as I say it, but they keep flashing school at me like college. And so it's either like I want to keep developing myself, and I feel like I need to like continue to go and develop skills and learn and kind of like develop the next thing, or there's almost like regret because you did something unconventionally within school, and you think about that and you're like, I kind of want to rectify my place within the world. I'm always learning, but I did it unconventionally and I'll continue to do it unconventionally. So you're making peace within that. So it's one of two things or both. And if you can understand this, Nigel, just let me know. But definitely, I want to validate regardless of you're very sharp, you pick things up very quickly with especially the things that you're good at, and you understand this. Thank you. You're an encyclopedia of knowledge, truly, and so it's really about. I feel like your life is about highlighting the truth of things, and using your sensitivities as well, using your feelings as well as your mind to find the truth of things faster and more efficiently for yourself and others. So I really do think to step up into the teaching role when you're ready. You could be doing this now. You could be doing this now. But this is acknowledgement to further step out into the teaching role and to guide others, because you have a very sharp mind, and you have a lot of precision in your mind. You have a lot of precision in your mind, and so you can guide others well, and other people are very appreciative, excuse me, of your perspectives. You just have to be in the right group. You just have to be in the right group, and you've been more selective of that. Okay, so I really feel like a lot of people have always been appreciative, but you have had to fine tune being in the right group to feel like people really value. There's appreciating, and then there's value, and so you need to be around people who value you, okay, and compensate you back, um, and to give back because you give so much to them. Okay, you give so much to them. The last thing I really want to, I could talk a lot, but I feel like I want to like highlight certain things and encourage certain things within your energy. There's a lot of other places I could go. There's a lot of other things I could talk about. But I also want to say, like within your energy with relationships, you're very traditional and very unconventional at the same time. Okay. And you're saying yes. That's probably for something before, but you're very steadfast with how you size up people and partners, and like you're very intense with how you go about that. Like once you commit. Like you're just there's this intensity where you're just like, I take this so seriously, but you're very, very unconventional, and you surprise people because of all the things that you absorb, because you're so sensitive in your environment and the way that the world inspires you. So it's hard for you sometimes to find a good fit because you're so unconventional with what your needs are. But when you show up, you're very, very serious, and you want actually a quite traditional relationship in some areas. So, what I just want to say within that is it's all right. Don't worry about it. Just continue to really be yourself, and you'll find people that go, oh yeah, like that works for me too. Like I like the gray areas, or I like the fact that you have these values and I have them too, but you help open me up to a new world, and I'm always pushing the envelope too. So the more you're brave and talk about what you need and who you are, the right people will mirror that and be like, I was always looking for that. And you're like, whoa, or or I am that too. So there's more people out there like you. It's just since you have some unique qualities, it's not always talked about. So talk, 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 talk. Talking is really, really good for your energy. Talking will bring you honestly a lot of luck and opportunity. So please talk more, please share more, and people will offer you things that you would have never expected, even dating. So I'm going to put that out there. You said very true. Okay. So I'm just validating all this. Happy birthday to a fellow 813. We have different energy, but we have very similar energy. But yeah, happy 813. All right. So, all right. All right. Hello, everyone coming on in. Hello, Leela. Hello, Trinu. Carl. Hello from Missouri. Absolutely, Nigel. And hopefully that covered some things that you were kind of like processing in life. I didn't, so sometimes people can pop down their questions too. But I covered a lot of generalities. And so just honor who you are, learn about your sensitivities, because wow, you're going to pick up even more if you do that. Take some classes in that category. It's very cerebral too, but it has to be feeling with cerebral. And talk. Oh my God, talking is your ticket. Talking is your ticket to greatness, luck, and opportunity. Okay, so I really want to go to Anne. I'm jumping across. So Anne, let me know if you are in the house. Anne, let me know if you're in the house. And I can always come back if that's the case. I'm just kind of seeing who is here currently. So Anne, if you're here, let me know. I'll pop right back to you. That's Anne Martin. And so I'm just going to see let's go to Tracy. Okay. And Anne, let me know if you're here and I'll pop back to you. All right. So Tracy, you're another August birthday. That's cool. Happy birthday all to the August. Happy birthday to all the Leo babies out there. Hello. When I pick you, I don't even look at your birthday. I just look at your name and then I see your birthday. And I'm just like, wow, you just, another August. So I'm laughing at myself really because I'm just so many August birthdays. Okay. All right. So you are an attitude 1, Tracy, and I feel like you're here. So I'm like just starting with you. So Tracy, let me know. Let me know if you're here, Tracy. I'm going to say a couple things and then I'm going to bounce to who's ever in the room. Just heads up. I just feel like she's around. So I'm going to say a couple of things and then I'll go to the next person quickly if she's not. All right. So attitude 1, personal day 2, and then your life path is 6, I believe. Let me just double check the math. 4, 5. That's right. 4, 5. Yep, that's right. All right. All right. So Debbie's in the house and Tracy. There we go. Tracy. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you. You're here. All right. So Tracy, hello, Cheyenne. Hello. Hello, everyone coming in. Hello, Laredo, Chantel, Maxine. Hello. Thank you for being here. Okay. So with Tracy, if you have a question, let me know too. I'll just go to general with like your energy and or your numbers. So you're an attitude 1. So having an attitude 1, your attitude number is your personality. The 1 has a natural stubbornness. It knows what it knows sometimes. It wants to do what it wants to do. If it's made up its mind, if you've made up your mind, that's the way that you're going to go. Okay. So there is a lot of like self naturally built up and you're not afraid to go against the grain. Okay. And if you ever are, that lets you know that you're not in a place of health. It lets you know that you are overwhelmed or stressed or there's something going on where you need to call back your power. It could be even healing your body. Okay, because normally you know what you want. Okay, that is the quality of the one. So highlighting that power. You said, where is my life path going? All right. So you are a life path 6. So a life path 6 is all about nurturing others and like stepping up and being responsible for a cause, a group of people. Um, Whatever you do within your life, there has to be an aspect of family or friends, like where friends are your family too. Like family, it's 6 is all about learning to be maternal. Learning to be maternal. So that means, oh, I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. I hope I don't sneeze. I have such a tickle in my nose right now. If I sneeze, I sneeze. But 6 is all about learning about how you can contribute to a community. Okay. So within your job, in order to be happy, you have to be a part of a workplace where you can have parties together or your friends, or you can, there has to be this social environment where you're helping to bring people together, and that will give you so much peace for your soul. Okay, so you're saying so true, family is everything. Your path is to create family wherever you go, and to help give people a home if they want one, and that could just be an emotional home or a friendship home too. You decide to what degree, but 6s are very protective, and it's a natural healer number. There's different numbers that are healer numbers, but the 6 has all this natural energy. So you have more energy reserves than other people. I'd really have to look at your other numbers in your chart to fully pinpoint that. But you have a little bit definitely natural reserves more than other people. So you can go above and beyond when somebody is in a crunch or a jam at times. And you're willing to do that. Um, so your life path is all about finding family and building family wherever you go, and really bringing out the best in other people around you. 6 is all about, how can I serve you? How can I serve you? I'm gonna love you. That's how I'm gonna serve you. But since you love me too, how can I serve you? How can I help give my energy to the cause, to the workplace, to what you're looking to do? So it's really laying down in the line for the line of love. Um, you are in, so this is going to also go with your life path, but you are in a cycle of, you're in a cycle of 9. So Tracy, you're really reevaluating a lot of things this year and saying, I don't want to be like this. I want to be like that. And you're starting to have like those standards where you can really clearly say, I can actually start to do this now. Yes, I've known what I've wanted for some time, but I can actually start to do this now. But I acknowledge I'm still changing. So ushering out a lot of the old energy and standing up. You said, I always try to help and support others. I will travel. Will I travel and live abroad? Okay. Well, I'll say this. I'd have to look at more numbers. I'd have to look at more numbers because I'm going more numerology than psychic right now. Sometimes, like, I just kind of honor whatever comes in, but I'm just very transparent with where my brain is and my energy is. So, I will say this, and then we'll see what more we can get after I say this. But you're in a cycle of 9, so that means there's massive change coming up, and that means you're closing a chapter. So that means that if you feel like you want to travel, then you have to be wrapping something up this year. You you have to be wrapping something up this year and saying, okay, I'm 100% going to do it. Let's start this for next. This is my goal for next year. Let's go and get it. But there has to be massive acceptance and massive planning this year to make it happen. So this is very, very important because this is all about saying, I'm embracing my new identity. And this is who I am, not who I want to be. Not sounds like a good idea. Will I ever get it? It's no, this is who I am. So find if that early is in line with what you can do right now. and if it's non-negotiable with who you actually are as a person. I feel like that's really important to say. I'm like, do you want to travel and live abroad, or are you somebody who it's what I it's what I need for my soul. I'm traveling and living abroad. Okay? So again, it's kind of like you have more power than you think you do. And if you are saying that the new you is going to go out and get it no matter what, and you're going to make a couple sacrifices to do this because this is the new you, darn it, and it's going to happen, then I actually see some opportunities. And I feel like this is really, really important to talk about. Like, part of you getting this is basically not kind of hoping and waiting, okay? You do so many things for other people that sometimes you're not the best at manifesting for yourself because you know how to give to other people. So I want you to look at your hopes and dreams and travel like another person you have to nourish like a baby. And it's like, how am I going to get that baby to grow up? I need to get out there. So what do I need to give to that baby, that dream to travel, to make sure it can stand on its own legs because I need it and I know it can go get it because I'm really good at nurturing people. So let me get really good at nurturing my dreams. So there is a problem that I do feel that needs to be healed and rectified. And then yeah, I actually do see travel, but it has to be rectified. Okay? So that does come up. Yeah, I feel like you will sacrifice things for other people. So it's time to make some sacrifices for your benefit so you can actually have what you need to travel. That's what comes in. Okay? That's what comes in. Next year is a great year to make that happen. You have to be in your power. But no matter what, I really think you said so true, honey. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. So, like, I want to say this everybody can manifest, but we have to actually get out of our own way to manifest. And we can want something and dream something so hard, but if we are in our way of what we think we can have and how we expect to receive it, and we're just like, I hope it happens, um, it can't happen because we're the ones that are supposed to make it happen. And so we have to heal and let go and transform certain ideas. Okay? So that's coming in very, very strongly. One more thing. Is there anything else that I wanted to say? Hmm. I feel like there's something else that I want to say before I let you go. Um, that's what I want to say. So 5 years from now is 20. So in 2029, so you could write this down, you can remember this. It's 5 years from now. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you in 2029, there's gonna be a move for you in travel. And so you get to figure out what exactly that is. You get to figure out if you want to go to Greece. You got to figure out if you have to like move down the street because your energy forces you to move. Okay. But in 2029, you will get exactly just that. It's just right now, you can get it way faster and you can actually get what you want, not what you're forced to be in the situation of. Okay. So 2029, there's definitely going to be move. There's definitely going to be change. But have it quicker and go get Greece, go get the islands, go get different parts in the UK, go get it. All right. So thank you, Tracy. I came on later, so I'm wrapping up a little bit earlier. Um, let's see here. Let's see here. I'm gonna take one really, really, really quick one and then say goodbye to everybody. So Trinu, hello. You're in attitude 4. Okay. Trinu, you're in attitude 4. And so I'm acknowledging that you need to have planning and you need to have structure within your life to have success. If you honor these parts of yourself, or if you already see that you have these things in place, you have open energy. Okay. 4 needs the practicality to open up their energy and to feel comfortable and safe and to feel activated. So, Trinu, continue to have that within your life and things will naturally flow. Um, you have, yes, and you need that energy to make sure that you are in a place of personal authority so you can actually continue to then demonstrate that for other people to feel safe and trust you. Because I just feel like there's opportunities that you want and you're going for achievements. And like, it's interesting. It's almost like they're not sure if they can give that role to a woman, or they're not sure they can give that role to you in some way. And so all you have to do is continue to demonstrate with your energy, this is who I am. And if people can't respect that, then you go somewhere else because your energy will speak for you. So I'm giving that to you, Trinu. All right, everybody. Hello. Hey. So that's love. That's love. You're like me and you in Spain, baby. Go to Spain. Go to Spain. It's lovely. Go to Spain. So those were the islands. Go to the Andalusian islands. Greece seems really nice for you too. For real. But Andalusia. Okay. So at least I think I'm saying that right. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the Numerology Hour. I will see you next week. Please come with your number of questions and your birthdays, and we'll go down the number rabbit hole even deeper next time. So, with all my love, oh, really quickly, I'm getting some comments. You're saying scary, but need to find my comfort zone. No, that's the thing. Don't yeah. Find your comfort zone to like within yourself to a certain degree. Like we can't be anxious, we can't be uncomfortable. But this is not about finding your comfort zone. This is about you breaking out of your comfort zone. You have to shatter your comfort zone with the things that you're doing. You got to find who you are and trust yourself. Okay? That's true. And there has to be comfort a little bit in how you go, I'm going to do this now. All right. You can't be scattered. You have to be, I'm going to love myself. And then since I love myself, I'm going to take the risk. Since I'm doing good things for myself, I'm going to trust. I'm going to surrender. You have to shatter the comfort zone. Shatter that comfort zone, girl. All right. Absolutely, Trina. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Stacia. So all my love, everybody. Please go with love, light, luck. And don't forget to live, everybody. See you next week. And I'll be seeing you for the psychic hour later this week, too, as well. Bye, everybody. Thank you.